I am Emil Kresl, and in this short video I'm going to talk to you about what learning and development is and what we are doing for the University of Texas at Austin. I'm going to start by talking about the differences between training and professional development, and then I'll get into what a continuously learning organization is and why that is important and powerful. And I'll close by briefly going over what our focus is for this first year in terms of programming and services. So training versus professional development. Training is fundamental for any organization. You've got to do it. It ensures that people are competent for the role, the position that they were hired to do. A lot of times it has to do with compliance as well. So a lot of skills training. And again, it ensures that the operation is running smoothly. Professional development is about future-focused learning. It's about what we can do better and what we can do more and how we can serve our community and have a greater positive impact for our community. Whereas training is about competence and compliance, professional development is about commitment. It gets people committed to what they do and passionate about what they do. Teaches people how to think critically. And again, think strategically, how they can improve things and make things better and have a greater positive impact. Another good way to understand this distinction is by looking at the hierarchy of learning. Some of you might recognize Bloom's taxonomy here. You have to go through memorization and remembering and understanding before you can apply, and you have to know how to apply knowledge before you can start analyzing and evaluate. You have to do those things before you can start really creating something new. And that's a good way of understanding the differences between training and professional development. Professional development gets people analyzing and evaluating their surroundings and their environment, so that they can respond accordingly, capitalize on opportunities, create new things. And when you do that, you start to move closer to a continuously learning organization, one that really innovates. We at the University of Texas like to say what starts here changes the world, and we want to make that happen by establishing UT as a continuously learning organization. One that's dynamic, responsive to the environment, responsive to bad stuff coming our way, responsive to good stuff coming our way. We hear a lot about a continuously improving organization, and that's important because we want to be competitive and we want to have a meaningful impact on our community. But you cannot have a continuously improving organization without a workforce that is continuously learning. When you do have that, your top performers, high achievers, high potentials gravitate towards those organizations, and generally speaking, they stay here because it's here at a continuously learning organization where they are challenged and nurtured intellectually, where they feel themselves grow and learn and prosper. And that's important to high achievers and high potential people. That's a big part of what we're doing at L&D, but we can't do it alone. We need the entire community to help establish a learning culture, and that may sound strange considering we're a top-tier institution of higher education. We have very successful faculty, students, and researchers, but we want to make a learning culture for all working professionals so that then we can establish a continuously learning organization. The way to do that is to make sure that we have a psychologically safe environment. Leaders and managers need to create an environment where people feel encouraged and required to learn, where there's a tolerance for risk-taking because through failure we learn and grow, and there's space for learning. And when there's space for learning, those leaders, their direct reports, those leaders will reach out to them and help them learn. Because a big part of learning culture means leaders who are coaching people to develop themselves, whether it's for their current position or some future position, it's helping them grow. That's a fundamental aspect of a learning culture. So in closing, a few things that we're focusing on in this first year, our programs and services. I hope you've had a chance to see some of them. We have some really exciting things going on. Our leadership talks at the end of every month are really popular, where they stream live on the HR Facebook page. We have knowledge sharing programs going on where really smart people from all across campus and subject matter experts who we're reaching out to them so that we can develop some content and share what they have to say with the rest of the campus community. We have some great online learning tools. Most of you know LinkedIn Learning is available to all students, faculty, and staff. And there's some great ways to help your team, your department, even for faculty. If you want to go have blended learning for your students, reach out to us. We can help. There's also Skillsoft was actually offered through UT System. Give us a call. You can find our information or send us an email so we can tell you more about all those online learning opportunities. Originally, we were going to focus on professional development for this first year, but with this pandemic and the crisis, everybody has to transfer all of their training online, and so we assembled some volunteers, people who have a lot of experience in training, and we're reaching out to the community to help make sure that that transfer goes as well as possible. There's a right way to do training and there's a wrong way to do training, and we want to do as much as we can to ensure that we get it done the right way. Finally, customized programming. We're trying to get as much done as we can. We have our pulse on the needs and demands in terms of what people are really hungry for in terms of learning, and we're creating our own content. So I encourage you to reach out to us with ideas of things that you'd like to learn more about so that we can create some content for you. There's a lot of information on our website. Explore it. Give us a call. Let us know what you think. Drop us an email. And I'll just close by saying this, learning and development, we see it as like a load-bearing pillar for wellness, health and wellness. It's important that we have a healthy community, and learning is critical to that. It helps us minimize anxiety and depression and really look towards the future, and we want to help you get to a good place. So please reach out to us, let us know how we can help. And help us transform the University of Texas into a continuously learning organization. Thanks so much for listening.